When the Lord saw that Leah was unloved, he opened her womb, but Rachel was barren. Leah conceived and bore a son, and she named him Reuben, for she said, "Because the Lord has looked on my affliction, surely now my husband will love me." She conceived again and bore a son, and another, and another. What of Rachel, with envy shot through blood-stained screams to a God who had denied her shame in a womb left empty? And she watched as she counted the ways she was less, born from all she could not be, her shame covered up like a costume hung round her neck. And what of Leah, the unloved, driven to depend on what her body could offer, her shame in a heart left rejected, the fear that she might be replaced, never be enough, her shame covered in purpose, claimed through her own blood. History calls these women manipulative, scheming. Stories are told of the ways they went against creation and the Creator to crawl and scratch their way into the story that still was never for them. They were the faulty and the unfulfilled and the lesson to be learned, their shame held up as a warning to us all. After all, what depths of desperation should someone go to find the love they crave? What heights of hope might be found in knowing if you just play the game you'll fit? The shame of the unconforming, the underperforming, and the unconventional. Stay hidden lest you suffer the wrath of an alternative narrative. Do not stray from the script laid down, long accepted and held up by even your own complicity. What of Leah and Rachel? And their surrogates employed to turn the tide of dropping value, and those who too have hidden their loss and fear, soaked in shame, forced to wear names that would shape them into sufficient offerings, able to pass down the privilege, inherited lines drawn through love left uncovered. They bore their children, birthed the 12 tribes. They lived up to history's assumptions eventually. But I hope someone whispered, through the doors of expectation and acceptability, into the hidden and the dark, "You know God always remembered you, right? You were always loved."